and gentlemen, welcome to
Battling with Bourbon!
I'm your host, the real effing deal, the whole effing show, Mike Verdusco.
And I'm your host, Rockstar Johnny Nye, and today we have a Fresh Crack Friday.
Friday!
This is a Larceny Barrel Proof A124 coming at you at 124.2 proof. This is the newest batch of Larceny, and we're going to fresh crack this bad boy. But I want the whole effing show to tell you a little bit about the story.
A little bit about what it's about. Okay, so this one right here is barrel proof, okay? So that means it's coming out of the entry right out of the barrel. It's called Larceny, but if you notice real tiny at the top, it says John E. Fitzgerald. And there's two keys on either side of that, okay? So John E. Fitzgerald, he actually built a distillery right on the lakes of Kentucky. And I'm not sure if he was a distiller or if he was the owner. What I do know is that man had a set of keys. And if you're doing something bottle and bond, it has to be federally guarded, and they tax you on your yield after what has evaporated, okay? So I'm not 100% certain, but bear with me, folks. So basically what happened is old Johnny Boy had a key to the distillery. He's walking up in here, and he's thieving from the barrels, and he's figuring out which ones are good to him.
Yep.
Little smell of this
he
one.
finds his honey spot.
Little smell of that one. Turns out that honey spot was typically on the 5th floor. He had a lot of politician friends, so he'd take the good bourbon over to his politician buddies,
Yep.
to warm them up a bit.
Bragging.
Well, somebody realized that those barrels were a little light, and they're like, what the hell's going on? We need to set a trap, figure out what's going on, because it's a little more than angel share disappearing, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So someone was hiding in the bushes, waiting for old Johnny Boy to come on through. And here comes Johnny with his keys, digging himself. Gotcha! Gotcha! So he actually went to jail, charged with larceny, okay? Now he didn't spend too much time there because he does have a lot of politician buddies, so he was able to get out quickly and get back to his grind. So when you see the keys on the larceny bottle, some say that's the key to the prison, some say that's the keys
to the distillery.
Thank you, Johnny.
And so this is basically the same mash bill as Old Fitzgerald Decanter Series. So all those sought after freaking Old Fitz bottles with the weird crystal thing on the top that look awesome. All of those are the same mash bill as this. This is the barrel proof coming in at you around 6 to 8 years. It depends on the blended. They
and the profile.
blend those two profiles. So this one is usually it sits a minute, but it's still allocated. It's usually pretty good though.
This is
weird.
In my top 5, 100%. On certain days, it's my number 1. Swear to God, okay? So, a couple things is going to happen. We're going to drink the shit out of this today. We're going to tell you about it. We're going to love it. We're going to go on this journey. And then stay tuned, because I do have a spring edition, or was it a fall edition? It's an 8-year bottle and bond Old Fitzgerald in the fancy decanter that he was just talking about. And since this is technically a 6 to 8 year, only a little higher, we're eventually going to battle these bad boys off and let you know what we think. But today we're going to concentrate on this fresh crack.
Because at the end of the day, if this beats the Old Fitz or is equal to, you could just buy one of these at literally like half to a quarter the price. And proof it down.
Proof it down. Okay.
But let's see what this got for us.
Yeah. It's got some legs for me.
Yes, it does. It definitely has.
Very nice. I do like it.
Nice legs. Which you're going to get from a barrel proof expression.
I gave it a couple noses already. That first time on the nose, I got a lot of grape and a lot of apple juice. Actually, I apologize, not grape. I got a lot of apple juice. On that second nose, I did get a little more of the caramel and the vanillas.
Yeah, I'm getting more caramel and vanillas. I think that may have been remnants from our previous. I washed them out, but there may have been some remnants because.
No, it's there. I mean, there's a juicy smell to it.
You smell the grape?
I smell a juice, and not a grape. I think it's more of an apple.
Oh yeah, I get the apple. I get the apple. I thought you meant the grape.
No, I misspoke.
Okay. Yeah, it's like an apple caramel It's like a caramel covered
This
apple.
is so good. So good. One of these days, we're going to get wasted. And I'm going to put them against all my top favorites. Russell's 13, Stag Jr. And we're going to see how far Heaven Hill makes it into the round. Heaven Hill, guys, comes out with so many good products.
They do.
Larceny Barrel Proof, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, fucking Bernheim Barrel Proof. And let's say it's small batch.
And old fits.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, big time freaking bottles come out of Heaven Hill that are great.
If you're working your way up too, to where small batch is a little too smooth for you, but barrel proof is a little too hot for you, I actually like to proof down my barrel proofs with small batch. Sometimes I really love the flavor this brings out, but maybe I'm not feeling 124.3 that day.
Yeah.
You know, put a splash of small batch in there. It's going to do two things. One, it's going to lower the proof down. Two, it's going to extend the life of this bottle.
Absolutely. And yeah, and these bottles are a little hard to come by. These come at what, at 70 now? Almost?
70 to 80.
Yeah.
They're not 55 anymore, guys. If you find them at 55, clear the shelf.
Now, you can find this at Costco for 55 still, but that's like the only place.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, they're pretty regularly at 70.
Comes out 3 times a year. This is last year's batch. No, this is this year's batch.
That's the first.
Hell yeah. A124, and we're filming it in 2024. You guys are getting this in real time. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little chew.
Definitely proofy on the palate, but you expect that.
Mm-hmm. Super cherry.
It does have a lot of cherry.
A lot of leather and oak.
I like this.
Yeah.
This is one of their better
offerings. Yeah.
Like for Larceny.
Mm-hmm.
This is really nice.
This is superb. This
is definitely closer to 8 years.
Yeah. You can tell the way it leaves your palate.
It's definitely closer to 8 years, if not older. There is definitely a ton of 8-year in this batch because it's got a lot of oak, a lot of cherry, a lot of those characteristics that you don't really get until you hit that kind of age profile.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice. Now on a second nose, there's a little bit of that Larceny young wood that you get on the small batch.
Sure.
The small batch has, I've noticed that it has a little bit of a young wood flavor. Like the wood is not as seasoned as other expressions, which is odd. I don't really understand that.
I have to ask next time we go on a tour.
I'm getting a little of that, but not nearly what I get on a small batch. And it's not offensive by any means. It's just something I always notice.
If anybody's out there and just figure out how a way to make a bourbon cologne, a rickhouse cologne, holler at me. Throw it in the comments. I'd be interested. I love the smell of this shit.
You know what? Just put this in a cologne bottle.
Yeah.
Spray it in.
Cologne's already alcohol. I'm pretty sure it's already fucking flammable.
I'm pretty sure it's not 124 proof. But,
it's something.
That's what this was, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna do a Fresh Crack Friday on like a Versace Blue.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the
just
truth.
drink that shit. Like vodka. Vodka sucks, right, Fred?
Vodka sucks. Unless it's Wheatley, we'll take it. If you still suck, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll buy it for you.
I gotta give. So I hate vodka. It's disgusting, but that Wheatley vodka.
It's super smooth.
For vodka is reasonably
sweet.
It's tolerable.
Mm-hmm.
I still hate it, but it's tolerable.
So on the nose, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. Super smooth on the nose.
I'm giving this 3 thumbs up. Personally.
Yeah, no, it's getting 3 thumbs up. On the palate, it's also gonna get 3 thumbs up. And then on the finish, super cherry, super oak on the finish. Very long, everlasting.
There's nothing wrong with
It's like a gobstopping finish.
There is zero things wrong with
Yep.
this. This is really good. $70, absolutely.
Worth it.
To be honest, I know it used to be $55, but it's worth $70.
Well, here's the way I look at it.
Basically, 8-year bourbon.
Yeah.
With the same mash bill as something that you all would pay $200+ for.
Shout out to Heaven Hill for continuing to use real corks.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank God. Thank you, Shapiro's. I love you guys. I appreciate it. Call me superstitious, but I think plastic gives you cancer.
Yeah, we don't care for the synthetic corks, but it is what it is. I know a lot of majors use the fake corks, even a lot of crafts do. But Heaven Hill, Turkey, There's a bunch of other ones that still use real cork, which is always appreciated.
Hell yeah, always appreciated. As always, guys, this has been a Fresh Crack Friday. Smash that bell, hit that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment, let us know what you think. Head to Pro Wrestling Tees, type in Rockstar Johnny 9 in the search bar. Get yourself one of these shirts for $24.95 plus shipping and handling. Type in code MAJOR to save 10% off. Don't really, but if you type in code MAJOR in the comments, if you're a Battle of the Bourbon fan and a Major Wrestling Figure Podcast fan, come holler at me. I'll take care of you. I'll get you the employee discount. As always, this has been Battle of the Bourbon. Top guys out.